Hey everybody, Apex Comics here. This actually was from my last unboxing, Monsters on the Prowl number 11. Somehow it slipped my awareness as I was going through these comics. But sometimes things slip by and you have to actually bring this into focus. So here you go to all of my subscribers. Some of them have mentioned this. I like to say thank you. But here we go, Monsters on the Prowl. Here we go. I was a slave of the living Titan, Chapter 1, The Coming of the Titan. Whoa. This is actually the first appearance of Xemnu, the Titan. This is a reprint from 1961 Atlas Comics. And this is his first appearance. So we see that there's a UFO sighting, unidentified aircraft. Well, of course, the Air Force is alerted. They're going to check it out. They couldn't find anything. But you have this lone alien out there in the wilderness, helpless. So we have C Electrician. He's has a friend of his calling him to fix a machine. And he tells his wife what he's going to do. His wife doesn't believe what he's doing, and thinks he's just going out with friends and go bowling or something. And so he leaves and says, okay, well, I'm going to fix my friend's machine. But suddenly he sees something out in the wilderness. And of course, what he finds is a giant creature with metal. He's furry, but he has metal inside. So he's got to find him. Okay, I got to save his life. I got to get him out of there. So he hauls this big ass, it looks like more like maybe 12, 15 feet tall, maybe more, monster. How the hell does he get him onto the damn truck? They never explained that. So he goes into his lab. He tries to save his life, and the creature wants more energy. So he gives him more energy. So in other words, while they're waiting for that, he says, well, where'd you come from? So the creature, his name is Xemnu. I come from far reaches of the universe. And so he was on a planet of reject aliens. And they want off the planet. And so Xemnu just sneaks behind where the guards are distracted by the other aliens, and he takes off in the ship. He couldn't go far enough, so he had to crash land onto Earth. So he says, wait a minute. So what kind of planet? What kind of planet? I tell you, Earthlings, it was an exile world to keep criminals like myself from menacing the universe. And of course he says, oh crap. Criminals. Okay, I gotta stop feeding you energy. He says, behold, human, once again, I am the mighty, and now nothing can stop me. Nothing. He goes, stay away from me, keep back. I have no fear, Earthling. I shall not harm you. I'm merely going to try out the power of mind. So he used the power of hypnotism. And he tries to resist. And somehow he tries to hypnotize the entire planet. And so he does. But he has to touch Xemnu in order for him not to be hypnotized. And so we get to Chapter 2, Slaves of the Titan. Yes, none can resist me. My will is supreme force on earth. So they all obey the Titan. They think he's a good guy. He's a good alien. He's good to them and all this. And he influences all the military. And he orders them all to build him a ship to get off Earth. If he doesn't do so, well, there will be trouble. But his idea, build a nuclear ship, and once he lifts off, the power of the nuclear explosion will bounce around Earth and it'll be throw it off its axis. And of course, pretty much it will destroy the world. And so this lone scientist, he's helpless. He doesn't know what to do. And of course, Xemnu has this power of hypnotism. and he's going to find a way to save Earth. And so what he does, he sneaks out, make sure he doesn't see him. He goes over there. These two guards are hypnotized. He goes, I've seen him with that great Xemnu. Okay, it's okay to pass. So he goes on board the ship, switches around the wires. He comes back and says, oh, I'm going to launch my ship. So he does this, and bzzz, his mind's all frazzled out. So I give him a fraction of the power that Titan had set for, and when the blast off won't cause any harm to Earth, so he sends them off around the orbit of the sun. And so these people wake up from the hypnotized state. His wife doesn't believe what he's telling him. He says, oh, what's the use? And he sees this news report on the TV. Let's go ahead and... That night, the only person on Earth knew the real story behind the latest news item. A strange satellite is in orbit around the sun. No one knows from where it comes or how long it will remain there. I will stay there a long time, mister. A long, long time. Until, of course, Xemnu later appears in Marvel feature number 2 to harass the Defenders and, of course, Immortal Hulk. And so then we get to the escape. Yep, the escape. Stan Lee's story, Ralph Reese artwork. He escapes from prison. He wants out. And he's been shot by the prison guards. But he stumbles onto this house. He gets into the river, distracts the dogs. The dogs can't smell a scent. They've lost him. And so he goes up to this old house, and he has this guy there. He goes, I've been stranded here for 400 years. I'm like, whoa, how did this happen? You look surprised, my friend. Allow me to explain. It's been so long since I have anyone to talk to, not since Ponce de Leon's last ill-fated expedition to the Americas. We searched fruitlessly for a legendary fountain of youth. Then, without warning, all adios to arms. So we had no chance, somehow managed to escape. The others died. Wow. So, oh, these ads. So he goes to the aimlessly around trying to search, get off the trail of the people who are after him. And he comes to the fountain of youth. So it rubs on. Of course, he asks the criminal to rub it on his bullet wound, and it heals up. He says, oh, I'm looking in the mirror, I'm 25 again. And so, of course, the criminal wants out, and he says, no, you can't leave. He hits the guy. He goes, I understand this fountain is going to make me a billionaire. You're a good Joe, and I'll cut you in otherwise. And so, blinded by visions of power only inches from his grasp, he barely even hears. The Spaniard pleading, but senor, the effects of the water, they... Stop that whining, you yellow punk. Those blessed moccasins, blam, blam. Uh-oh, I used up the last bullets. Good thing we're getting out of here. Huh, senor, I can't go, no. Shut up, you. Oh, he's getting older. And so, he's crumbling to dust. So, the criminal is aware of what's happening. And he's getting older as well, and he can't leave. He can't leave the area of the Fountain of Youth, the river. And so he just stays there, stranded, wait for the next newcomer. So there you go. Oh, this is actually the first appearance of Bobby Moore's Mockingbird. That's been going up in value, which I fortunately I have that book. So anyway, Monsters on the Prowl. You can get it for a fair price somewhere around. I don't know the range of this, but I won this at an auction, I think. I forgot how much I paid. I had a good price on it. or else I wouldn't have gotten it. So please like, subscribe, ring bell for notifications, if you will. I'm plan on having a live stream this weekend. It's going to be around Saturday night at midnight or early Sunday morning, 12 a.m. Sunday morning. That would be January 2nd. So if you would, I'm sure you may ring that bell for notifications. You'll actually see me live. Hopefully Purple Smurf 13 will show up. I'll invite Citizen 333 and others if you want to just hang out. It'll be a cool, chill stream. The topic: what are we going to do in 2022? How can we actually? I'm going to talk to just a chill stream. We're just going to see what comes to mind. It'll be fun. So if you join us at this recording, yes, that's January 2nd, 12 a.m. Apex After Dark. So anyway, it's great talking about this book. Now you know what's inside. So everyone have a great day. Ciao for now.